And see, that's what's been preventing me too from going. Is that hip hop, the culture itself, sustains me in the United States.
Exactly.
So not only am I spoiled rotten to the point where I'm saying, look, if it's not totally comfortable for me, I'm not gonna go.
Right.
So I say, hey, Europe, I'll get there whenever I get there.
Right.
You know, so on and so on. But it is becoming a political issue with me because more and more each day, this leadership role is becoming more and more prevalent in my life. I'm answering more and more questions in that arena in terms of leadership. And to not go to Brazil, to not go to Australia, Africa, Europe, and that's a little careless in the scheme of what we've been working for almost 20 years. So I do have to look at that. I really, and seriously. I was talking to Mr. Walt actually about, you know, whenever I was getting ready to go to Europe, that I would give him a ring. He had some stuff on the table as well. And I was like, yo, you know, he's always out there, you know, on the phone and stuff talking.
And then I mean, I didn't cut you off, but then, you know, your book, you know, your book starts to become international academic as well. So then all of a sudden, then you're going to be faced with the dual factor of like, shit, you know.
And see, I'm not coming back. But see, this is the point you gotta know. And see, it's on tape. So we got a witness here. It was Chuck D that got me out of the United States. He's the reason why I'm not coming back.
After a while, it gets like, I want something different. I want something with more explanation. I want a restaurant. I don't want fast food all the time. And that's what we're getting. We're at that point right now in hip hop where cats is like, okay, you know, I had the fast food. And I'm not going to say it's whack.
Right.
I'm just like saying I can't let it get cold.
Cause you can't live. Hey, you know another thing? Because you can't live off of it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the whole thing.
Or better yet, it's like
you can live off of it sick.
You can live, exactly. You can live off of it sick.
You can have a life off of it.
Yes.
Because actually what I'm alluding to is people do live off of junk food.
Yeah, you're right.
You do, I mean, you can't expect to live forever off of junk food.
Right. But what's forever to you?
But what is
right? That's like a
in your conversation.
What is that? Right? I'm satisfied. Look, I'm dying at 40.
Yeah. It's good. I'm good right now.
I'm good.
Well, another thing I would say sometimes about, we'll say, all right, boom, if McDonald's is your thing,
right?
I let that motherfucker get cold.
Right. Yeah. See, that's the other part.
It's unreheatable.
Right. It's unreheatable.
You gotta throw this shit out.
Right.
And maybe that's where we could be with hip hop and rap. It's unreheatable. Yo, once shit gets hot, it's like
it's disposable.
It's disposable.
Disposable.
Yeah. Unhealthy.
Yeah. Well, it's like, it's funny with you, man, how motherfuckers just change the rules.
Right.
When you, it's like, okay, you know, I've seen this, especially over the last 2 years, right, G? When Cass is like, oh, yeah, all right, how about KRS One? But anyway, man, you know what I'm saying?
It's true.
It's like, yo, man, it's like,
no answer.
Yo, man, it's like Barry Bonds shit, man. That's what it's like.
Chris is on steroids.
He's on steroids, man. You know, it ain't right, man. He's mad, man. He's mad. Oh yeah, ain't y'all mad? You spitting, right? Yeah, man, but fuck that, man. And then they go right back to the. You know, I'm just about to just get some money. The only guy I see that motherfucking all of a sudden going to change the rules. It's like with the Wilt Chamberlain rule.
Right.
You know, Wilt Chamberlain was playing ball and all of a sudden, you know, it's like, you know, he's 7'1".
You can't dunk.
They raised the court.
You can't dunk, man. No, man.
Dunk, you know, we're gonna change the lane.
No, man.
It's just like it's just wrong, man. It's wrong.
They raised the hoop on the man.
And yeah, and in 2004, Malik, I mean, where it's looking like right now, it's that it's the perfect time to go along in the name of hip hop and KRS One and say, you know, it's about everything you talk about in your book.
Right.
It's about really this world state of mind, which was de-emphasized by the it going in the United Nations.
Right.
It's obsolete.
Right.
And that was let's say that was a move that was made on paper and the physicality just didn't carry out.
Right.
And meanwhile, everybody is like the nerve of that. But and now in the realm of hip hop, now since it's now world accepted culture, and that 25 the 40 block, especially, this is one of the reasons why Oxford wants you to come speak for 3 weeks, while other nations are opening up and say, can we actually have some kind of, can we actually have culture come down and set a precedent for explanation while we're world's people, instead of thinking that we're people from aspects of the world.
And now what? It's no longer we're doing our little thing in America and Australia or Brazil is doing their thing. It is one thing actually happening, and you just drop knowledge there or passed it on.
But the one thing that it doesn't happen without the reality of the ambassador. That's where you come in. No one else can really do your job. There's only a few, a few of us that actually can co-sign the language. If that, I'll tell you one thing, and we talk about this all the time, me, Gary, and Monty, and others. If that reality does not get answered, there might be a condition that we might not be able to, the pureness of the, what happened, like, there's a holy trinity in hip hop of Bam, Flash, Herc. But for the aspects of other reasons and all kinds of, it's like, if we're not the reality and being a cornerstone of co-signing the fact that that's the Holy Trinity, then everything is within the future and the history of everything, which is in the manipulation, the doctoring of people that just dig it.
If the majority of people remain stupid and ignorant and non-caring, then they can participate, help out the culture, and not even know they're doing it. But that's me. It's real, but that's not me to say, but it's real. The real problem, I think, is those who do know and don't participate. It's these conscious cats that may put out a conscious record, but it's not necessarily a conscious person. Right. When you go back to participation, what does it really mean to participate? In that, let's say, really, what does it mean to participate in anything if you're unconscious of your participation?
Right. Well, if you're conscious of a situation, then it's realistic to know that you might be dealing someday with a collision or turbulence
at some
point. Because if you're unconscious about anything, then all of a sudden you envision an easy road, or you might have seen the easy road, and you're gonna say, "Well, I'm gonna take the most comfortable route because why should I have to deal with any friction?"
Right.
Yeah.
That was last one.
The wall is damn near what it's all about. It's about breaking down the wall. And
with awareness.
Yeah, with awareness.
Awareness breaks down the wall, because what builds up the wall is ignorance.
Right.
Less than 10% of the United States population has passports. That is what closes this tape.